So why did the Derby County admin wait until 9:10? 9:10. Let's just get this stream out there. Let's get this one out there. I don't know what's just happened. Let me get shareable link. Come on. Home. Well, do you know something? I've never known a football club announce a signing at 9:10. But we're going to talk about it anyway. This work rate, honestly, don't even get me started on the work rate. I'm all for it. We're all for the work rate. I'm not missing a signing, and I am going to talk about it. There is no way I don't talk about this signing, let me tell you. Absolutely no chance. Just need to get the stream out there, and I need it actually to be announced so we know what the situation is. But, oh my God. Why? Why did Derby County have to do this to me? To be fair, I don't know who had a better work rate. Ebro Adams 24-25. Jason Knight 19-20. Or Liam Thompson. You're spot on. Spot on. Let me just reset that. But we're in a great position. I don't want to do that. Want to do that? I'm baffled by Derby County. Absolutely baffled by Derby County. 2 signings in a night, and we are going to talk about it. We absolutely are going to talk about it. Does that mean Alfie is not coming? I don't think that this has an impact on Gilchrist. I'm going to be honest. I don't think this has an ounce of a thing to do with Gilchrist, if I'm honest. Because I think if Gilchrist was coming, I think he'd play right back. I'm going to be completely honest. But we're back. We are back. We are somehow signing another player. Somehow signing another player. He played under Eustace. Yes, he did. He did play under Eustace. Dion Sanderson. Let's get this up on screen. Hang on a minute. Dion Sanderson has joined Derby County on a season-long loan. Fair fucks to the kid. Fair fucks to the kid. It's a good move for him. Don't get me wrong. It's a very, very good move. We'll go through that in just a moment. Let me just sort out the thumbnail for this video. That's going to be going up. Where are you? Thumbnails. Boom. Let's go. Paste. Look at this work rate. Look at this work rate. Nobody can disrespect me. Here we go. Let's just save that. Then we can put it on the YouTube video. And then we can talk shit about Dion Sanderson, because this is not a move I was anticipating. I think many people will agree with that. But that is exactly why I've gone live. That is exactly why I've gone live. I was live a minute ago talking about Bobby Clark. But this has obviously happened. So we're back. We're back and we're better. We're better than ever. Now, we still need a few moves. We still need a few moves. But let's talk about Dion Sanderson. Let's talk about him. Because I spoke about him way earlier in the summer. I did. And we've not really spoke about him since. So let's just talk through the Derby County. Let's talk through the Derby County post. The 25-year-old defender will spend the duration of the 25-26 campaign at Pride Park Stadium. He becomes the 10th summer signing and 4th on loan as John Eustace continues to strengthen his defensive options ahead of the Sky Bet Championship season. The move reunites Sanderson with Rams head coach once again, having worked under Eustace at Birmingham and at Blackburn Rovers. Eustace named the versatile defender as his captain at Birmingham City, while Sanderson has also represented Wolverhampton Wanderers, Cardiff, Sunderland and QPR at senior level, racking up over 150 appearances. I'm so happy Sanderson is a loan rather than a permanent. Completely agree. Hopefully Travis comes, not sure about Dion. we need that right winger. Completely agree. Still need a right winger. Still, I'm glad that this is a loan, not a permanent. To be quite honest, I think everybody is sort of in that same boat. But I think we can all be very happy with what we're seeing from Derby County. And I'm not saying that Sanderson is a disappointing move. I don't necessarily think it is a disappointing move. It's just one where you look at some of the players that we've been linked to and things like that, and it's maybe not the move that many of us were expecting for it to happen, essentially. Now, obviously, this is the second live stream of the night. We are at 9:20, so I will make it quick. But let's take a look at Dion. Let's take a look at him. Let's go and look at him on transfer market, because at the end of the day, we need to look at those numbers. We need to look at his career history, which many of you may know, many of you may not. But let's go through it. So, Dion Sanderson, 25 years old. Is on contract at Birmingham till 27, which isn't a problem. And I do believe that, yeah, I completely agree with you, Access Gaming. 100% this is just a cover signing. I think genuinely this is just to give Langas Nelson the opportunity to come back slowly. But let's look. 116 championship appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists, 16 yellow cards, 2 reds, 9,402 minutes at championship level. Is not played in the Premier League, despite he came from a Premier League club. But we can sort of move on from that. Now, this is a very interesting one. Do you know, I wish I never went off live with Bobby Clark. This is an interesting one. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about Dion Sanderson, because as much as he's a great player and obviously has that opportunity to sort of be a key figure for Derby County this season, is also one of those players who I don't necessarily think is needed by Derby County, if that makes sense. But I don't know. It is difficult. It's difficult to judge this move because he is a good player. He does have the capabilities of playing at this level, but it's that situation where, do you really want a player that's just capable of playing at the level, or do you want a player who is going to push you forward onto bigger and better things? And that's sort of where my sort of situation comes from in regards to this move. I'm not saying it's a bad one. I don't want anybody to think that, because I think he's got the ability at this level, but it's just one of those moves that I think it's really hard to have a proper judgment of in regards to actually being a part of our sort of defensive cohort. I think we've got a very good group of defensive players, which I obviously showed in the video earlier to do with Bobby Clark, which was obviously quite a decent length of a video. I think Eustace might play 2 holdings. Completely agree with you. I think he will. We need a ranking from best to worst signings this summer from you. That will absolutely be happening. It'll be something that will come out when I'm on holiday in September, because I go away deadline day. So it'll be something that I'm going to do for why I'm away. So because we've also then had a bit of time to judge the signings we've made. I'm going to get the squad depth chart that I've got back up on screen so that you can all see the circumstance that we're working with. But I just need to scroll down my Twitter feed to find it. But it's a decent move. It's a move that puts us in a very good position, but it's also a move that means we're still lacking in certain options. We are. So let's just get this depth chart on the screen. Bobby Clark and Big Dion Sanderson. Good moves. Now, look, centre-back. Clark, Rooney, Sanderson, Langas, Bath, Nelson. We've got plenty of options, plenty in that position. You add Clark in here, move Brewster out there, we're still in a good position. I don't think anybody is really complaining about the squad options now, but what we really do need to discuss is who's going to leave. Because we're at the point now where someone is going to have to leave. Because let's talk about our over 21s and loans. You've got Elder, Forsyth, Beck. There's 3. Clark, Sanderson, Langas, Bath, Nelson. That puts you on 8. You've then got Wilson, Niambi and Ward. That puts you on 11. Then you've got Adams, Kenzo and Osborne. Puts you on 14. Ozo Thompson puts you on 15. You've then got Brewster and Vyman. Both need to be registered. Jackson, Black. We've pretty much filled up our squad right now, and I still think we're missing players. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all works out. Must have lots of long-term injuries in the squad, as otherwise we will not keep everybody happy. I completely agree. I genuinely do agree. Like, let's just pull this up. Let's pull this up again for a second. We pretty much, apart from the wide areas, have pretty much 3 players everywhere. Like, genuinely. Because, obviously, you've got Rooney who can step into midfield, so you've got 3 there. You add Sanderson in, 3 players there, 3 players there, 3 players there. Brewster, Vyman, 2. You can put Kenzo in there, 3. Obviously, Clark, 4. Clark, Jackson, Brewster, 3. Blackett, Taylor, Jackson, Brewster, Vyman. So we're in a very, very good position. There's no way Ward can play at this level, right back or right wing. I don't think he will. I do think he'll move on. I think the only way to keep all these strikers happy playing up front is switching every game week, then switching Brewster, Morris, Dion Sanderson, or playing each striker singularly. Do you know? I don't think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be very honest. I don't think we're going to play 2. But we might. But obviously we've not played that during pre-season, so I don't really know. But obviously, this is another move for Derby. It's the 10th signing of the summer. I said we needed 13. I did say we needed 13. I'm pretty sure I said that at the end of the season. We need a proper right winger to pair with CBT and Ajimangaima. Agree, definitely. This may sound stupid. Still think we need a right back and another centre mid. Don't necessarily agree on centre mid because Clark can fill in those roles. But in terms of right back, absolutely. We might be signing these players because Eustace might be switching formations to 3-5-2 against tougher teams. Yeah, but I think we've got the numbers for that anyway, if I'm honest. Even without Sanderson, I think we've got the numbers for that. But then I guess Langas, Nelson and Clark are maybe out this weekend, so if he wants to play a 3, will be difficult. But we'll see on that one. Brown needs to go on loan. He isn't ready for the Championship. I think he will go out on loan at the end of the transfer window. How would a switch to a 5-3-2 look? I'll do a depth chart tomorrow with a back 3, back 4, everything like that. I'll add in Sanderson, Clark, and all that jazz. I'll put Lewis Travis on there as a mark, and Gilchrist as a mark as well as Johnston from Austria. I've heard Lewis Travis and Gilchrist are nearly confirmed. Now, I know that there's talks regarding Gilchrist, but I've heard nothing to say that it's going to be done. But I'm not going to say you're wrong. You might be right. I wouldn't sort of say it would be a bad move. I spoke about it earlier. I've got a video coming out about it tomorrow. And for the record, for those of you that were in the previous stream, thank you. We've hit 2,500 subscribers. Way. But yeah, thank you for your support, everyone. But it's a very good position that we find ourselves in. Winger depth is weak. However, Eustace will be in a tough spot as Corey Blackett, Taylor and Jackson was good in pre-season. But signing more means talented youth players who we saw from pre-season will go. I think in regards to the youth we've seen in pre-season, I think a lot of them need loans anyway. I think Allen, Abuka, Dejon Brown, Isaac Gordon, I think they're still a loan away from being first team. But we'll sort of wait and see on that one, if I'm honest. I have a feeling Travis is not coming. He is exactly what we need in CDM. I hope he does come because I think he's, yeah, as you say, exactly what we need. Put him alongside Ozo. Outrageous. Rabbit, cold. Well, it's not cold. It's very warm, but love it. Also, as an American Rams fan, I can't wait to see what Ajiman does when he's healthy because he's a unit of a player. I really hope he can show that this summer as well. This season, sorry, not this summer. Loving these live streams, my dude. Keep these coming. Our fan-based content creators lack your energy and charisma. Really appreciate the kind words. There's a lot of people in our fan base that absolutely despise me. Now, I will appreciate your kind words and I'll take it absolutely with everything that you give it with. But I do just want to... I'm doing my bit. Everybody does their own bit as well. Like Rams Talk is a great podcast that they do over there. Goalhanger, really good at his match day vlogs. I'm just trying to do a bit of everything. I'm just trying to give everything that I can. I'm not going to lie, Dion Sanderson was awful when he played at Pride Park against us. Yeah, but he was also very good under John Eustace. So it's catch-22. Is he one of those players that only works under one manager? We've seen that at Derby County before. So which signing do you think will surprise us? In terms of surprising us, I probably think it will be Brewster. I know that everybody has high expectations of Brewster because he's a very good player. But I think with how he's done over recent years, there's a lot of doubt going into Brewster, including from myself. As much as he's a great player, there is that doubt there. Any more news on Max Johnson? Let me go and have a look, see if the guy who's been reporting on it has said anything. Give me a second. I'll go and take a look. I don't think there has been an update. No, there has not been an update as of yet. But obviously, I will keep you all across it as it happens. I absolutely agree with you that Ibu is not good enough for Derby. Good for one more year, but I would have taken 4 mil. I'm going to leave that one in your hands. I've been battered enough about Ibu Adams over the last week, 2 weeks. Just hope Sanderson isn't going to be used at right back. Hope we're still getting Johnson and Gilchrist. I still think that one of them will come, if I'm honest. But we'll have to wait and see. Who saw Malcolm Obioi permanent transfer to Blackpool? I think that's a good move for him. Hopefully he gets the opportunity to play, get back into his rhythm. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. I hope he finds his form again, because I believe if he'd have stayed at Derby County, heading down into League One, I think he'd have flown. I think he'd have easily been a Premier League player now. I think we need a Raksaki of sorts on the wing over Jackson. Because Jackson on a good day is very good, but on a bad day is awful. Completely agree. Ibu is our best player. Ibu is a great player. He's great at what he does. There's other areas that he's maybe a little bit lacking. Now, obviously, as I said to you before on the last stream, I'm not getting into Ibu Adams again. I'm going to get myself in trouble if I keep talking about Ibu Adams, because people don't like it. People are really, really annoyed when I discuss Ibu or anything of that ilk, and I don't know why, and I'm really sorry to upset everybody, but I just don't think he's our best player. No way, zero technical ability. Ozo is what Ibu should be. Ozo is exactly what I wish Ibu was. Literally, like you've hit the nail on the head. Literally, Ibu Adams is exactly what is not what David Ozo is, and Ozo is what Adams should be. There we go. I'll get my words out eventually. I'm a Palace and Derby fan. Raksaki would have been incredible for us. I agree with you. I think... was Raksaki in the Championship last year? Was he at Sheffield United? I might be getting my players mixed up. Raksaki. Let's take a look. Raksaki. Yeah, last season was at Sheffield United. 36 games. 7 goals, 2 assists. Ibu is unbelievable at ball winning, but if Eustace wants to set up as a possession and dribbling team, then there is bigger fish to fry, I'm afraid. I disagreed, but I have thought this through. We're going to stop the Ibu debate, because someone's going to get me in trouble, because I'm going to have to go on a tangent. So we might have to stop the Ibu debate there. Who do you think Derby's best player is? In terms of what they offer to the game, many people are going to say Ibu Adams. But in terms of actual football ability, I think, technically, Kenzo Hellmine's our best player. He's not our best player, but technically he is. In terms of overall game, everyone's going to say Ibu, but I'd probably... I don't know. It's actually a difficult one, to be honest. It's going to sort of go between... You probably say Matt Clark for the back four, like you said, Access Gaming. You're going to say... For strikers, you're going to say Carlton Morris, because he's the only one that knows the level. Wingers, we've only got 2 of them. I think that speaks for itself. And then in terms of midfield play, I think you've got to go Kenzo or Ozo. Saw on live score, Andy Weimann dreams of an Austrian move. Is this new? Let me have a look. Let me have a look at what you've seen. Live score. Andy, I'm over 8. Why is live score asking me my age? I just search on this thing. Andy Weimann. I can't see it. Put Kenzo in as attacking midfielder role. He would thrive. He has technical ability and attacking mind. I actually think that's why John Eustace sat him deeper, if I'm completely honest. I think that the move to bring in Ozo, Clark, but we'll have to sort of see how it progresses. I think Kenzo will play the deep role, if I'm honest. Kenzo has a higher ceiling than Ibu, but Ibu is ridiculously consistent at what he does. Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. I think Kenzo will go on to be a much better player, but I think Ibu is unbelievable in his sort of area. Don't get the desire for Armstrong. Decent player, but with only 5 loan spots, we need a proper signing for that last spot. I like Armstrong. I don't think we need him now. I don't. Having thought about it, now you've mentioned it, I don't think we need him. I don't think with 4 loan signings already, just don't think we need him. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, obviously, I did go before, after the Bobby Clark video. I'm not staying on for an hour, again, talking about Dion Sanderson and everything we've already done, because I'm back tomorrow to discuss the championship and everything like that. And I'll be answering your questions along the way with that as well. So if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. You'll get all the notifications for when I'm live and things like that. And if you don't, follow me on Twitter, Lewis_Everett11. Follow me on TikTok, things like that, which is the same. And we'll sort of go from there. Let me just read this. Ozone Clark, Premier League move is genius. Only one downside. All these Premier League players we won't be able to buy. Still think they're good moves though. Definitely good moves. 100% good moves. But I agree with what you're saying. Be nice to use the final loan slot on a left or right winger for coverage. Completely agree. Now, as I was saying, we have hit 2,500 subscribers tonight. So thank you very much for all of your support on the channel over the course of the last 12 months. Well, realistically, it's nearly 2 years now that I've been posting on this channel. But I just want to say thank you for all the support. This year, we've absolutely blown numbers out of the water. We've smashed our view rate. We've doubled our views. By the end of the year, we'll have doubled watch time. We're nearly matched how many subscribers I got last year as well. So I'm just really appreciative of all the support. It gives me the opportunity to be able to provide you the content that I'm providing you. And there is the option to join the channel as a member. At the moment, it doesn't really do anything, I'm not going to lie, but it does help support me. So if you do want to, go ahead and do so. But obviously, no one's forcing you to, and I'm not begging you to, just if you want to. But I'll do my best to keep providing the best possible content, and hopefully you guys can see that as well. We will be back tomorrow for the championship preview, 6 PM UK time. So I'll catch